Welcome back to Anime Fight Club, everyone. My name is Grim. Today we're checking out Baki, Son of Ogre, Chapter 237 through 240. Chapter 237 entitled The Experience. Hanayama Group, main office. To be honest, I wasn't planning on admitting defeat. I was going to hurt him bad, seriously. Even if he knocked me down, after waking up with injuries and all, I was going to go back and beat him senseless again. As much as I could. Look at his face. Hanayama's just listening. Did he use any special attacks on you, Chiharu? Not at all. Did he ever fight? I don't remember. All I remember is that I didn't land a decent attack the whole time. No matter how many times I kept attacking, getting knocked down and standing up again, it didn't make much difference. Whatever the conditions or circumstances of the battle, I never stood a chance from the start. Could you even hit him? Quite the contrary. He decided to eat all my hits, especially in the third encounter. He took a punch that most people wouldn't even be able to tell what hit them. So that one was a decent attack then. Well, I thought it was. I could say I wasn't expecting it was going to strike so well. I ambushed him, you see. Ambush. Surprise or not, a decent attack is a decent attack anywhere. Really? So tell me, how did he defeat you? Oh, so his eyes are actually hurt. They should be. I mean, they were bleeding. So Baki had the eye cover on. He gets up, opens his eyes, tries to look in the mirror at them. And they're still damaged, bruised, but apparently he can see. Something's caught his attention. He turns around and goes to bow. I bet you it's a bug. Yep. That's funny. And he was calling this bug like master, wasn't he? His eyes? He used his eyes? Yes, both of them. It happened when I told him I was going to try to gouge his eyes out. Before I could realize it, Baki ran and crushed my fingers with his eyeballs. Are you sure it was his eyeballs? Maybe his forehead? No, sir. Certainly, it was his eyeballs. Chiharu. Yes, sir. Would you do it? Using your eyes like that? Not at all, sir. Why not? Well, my eyes are delicate, and the damage. Are you afraid of losing your eyesight? I'm terrified at the sole idea. It's not that easy to throw away what is most delicate and precious to you. Something Shiharu Chiba wouldn't do. Yet Baki does it without hesitation. So maybe he was just testing Baki, because Chiba would definitely destroy his body in a heartbeat. Well, I'm not saying this because I'm frustrated or anything of the sort, but I believe he dashed against me not because he was trying a reckless attack while knowing the toll that this would take on him, but rather because he knew that his eyes wouldn't be severely damaged after the attack. Maybe he finally found a way to... Are you saying that eyes can't sustain damage when poked at full strength? Are you expecting me to believe that? Yeah, not standing still of course, but using a really fast move. Your dash towards the fingers at an amazing speed, and the speed of the impact is superior when the fingers make full contact. Wow, and we're talking about just one or two fingers only. I saw it happen. With enough speed, it's possible. Speed, you say? How much speed then? The Shinkansens at full speed, maybe. The Tokyo Shinkansen bullet train. Really? Huh? He ain't buying it. Tokugawa's household. I pray that you may enjoy good health, sir. I took care of the fighters' matchmaking already. Chapter 238, The Matchmaker. I don't know who this is, but I think it's Doppo. Just going by the hat and the suit. Yeah, that has to be Doppo. Even though karate is used in competitions quite often, the most effective techniques have to be toned down or omitted for the safety of the practitioners. But Bushin Orochidopo reserves his opinion when asked about the rumored forbidden arts. In karate, there are very dangerous techniques used in other martial arts, but there are those I wish they never should have been created in the first place. Are you going to take care of the matchmaking? Yes, sir. The best fighters that I could find. One big burden off your shoulders. Will give you more strength and health to enjoy this event at your leisure. You turned out to be quite the doctor. He opens up this briefcase. There's a computer inside. What is this? It must be a video of Dopo fighting someone. This incident happened around the metro area. It was captured by one of the CCTV surveillance cameras of the Tokyo police. Ah, the man with the cap. He couldn't be. Yes, sir. You noticed him right away. A man attacking him with a meat cleaver. That's correct. That's our favorite karate sensei, Orochidopo. It all started when a man just walked by his side. Was it because of his natural talent? Or maybe it was the forged experience that he acquired by using martial arts all his life. Or most likely, it could be both. This was more certain than just a simple hunch. Isn't this weird? Just walking by his side, he could sense a lot of information regarding this man and his intentions. A strong, unavoidable message. His tousled hair, his body smell, tobacco maybe? Nails filled with dirt, a dirty neck. His stubbles. No matter how you look at him, he's not just an ordinary drunk guy. But still, there's a strange scent coming from him. He smells of grease, the smell of human sweat over rusty metal. And on top of that, when you see him from afar, he walks strange because on the right side of his belt, the length of that thing gives away his true intentions. So Dopo has managed to actually just come across some type of murderer. Or someone who's intending to do harm to someone else. A blade that exceeds 12 inches in length. I can also smell sweat over wet paper and ink. That's how he's securing and concealing the weapon. This guy, he will try to pull it out somewhere. A strong lust for killing appeared out of nowhere. He's gonna do it. Wow, and the strong lust came when he saw these kids. So that's what's gonna make Dopo act. He's definitely not about to let him hurt some children. The police report found out that the suspect, Mimura Yuki, known as the Cyberspace Geek, wrote in the last day of his blog, "You forced me into a corner and gave me only one option. Today, how many will die? How many will survive?" So he pulls out this knife and swings it at this kid. It actually looks like he struck the child. Hopefully it only cut his shirt. Hopefully Dopo intervened somehow. A little lost. Cause he swings this knife. It shows it hitting him. Sorry that I had to go back and forth so many times. I was trying to comprehend that. Dopo must have stopped this kid from getting hit somehow. You old man, your scream made me miss my target. Okay. I was aiming at his carotid artery. Now it's your turn to die. So Dopo let out a scream to startle this man and make him miss his mark. Created initially to confront an armed opponent. Bu, to stop. Bushido, the warrior's code that we are required to follow, can be interpreted as a way to stop violence. If that's the case, then I failed miserably. He just reached out for this man's neck, grabs it with his bare hands and rips it out. So this dude was going for that kid's carotid artery. He's trying to slit his throat. And Dopo said, "I don't have a weapon. I don't need a weapon. I got my hands." I'm going to do the same damage you were just trying to do to him with my bare hands, and rips this man's throat out. His trachea was ripped open, so he definitely failed to stop violence. Well, although, I don't know. So he rips his throat out with his bare hand, then completely crushed his pelvis. His pelvis completely shattered. What a punch. Like, yes, somebody just left a comment just now that said they feel like my heart gets broken every time someone receives a nut shot. Yes, and it's only because they choreograph these fights so extremely well that when you see a nut shot, it's just like, oh, y'all gave up. Like you was just done thinking about making this a fight. But here, considering what he was trying to do to them children, all for it. Not that he was trying to like sexually assault them, but why would you try to hurt children? They're children. So this dude's definitely, he has to die. He's ripped out his throat. He's crushed his pelvis. His ribs were picked apart from him. So he reached into this man's body and ripped out his ribs. Oh my goodness. All bad. All bad. In karate, there are some techniques that are better left unknown. Man, they've been using like these techniques for a sport. Dopo here illustrated that they can be used as a survival tactic as well as a murderous technique. This dude is done. He's done. Chapter 239. Lights are usually followed by shadows. Happiness is followed by some trouble. So whose eyes could these be? Going by the eyebrows, I feel like they're Yujiro. I don't think Baki's eyebrows are this pronounced yet, but I don't know. Whoa, and when Dopo Sensei was questioned by the police, I didn't want to use them, sir. I know I was using them in self-defense and to protect a small child, but I never wanted to use them, and I pray to God I never have to use them ever again. In the fighting style of the empty hands, known as karate, there are techniques that I wish they never created in the first place. You can use them to defend yourself and your loved ones against unjust violence that we encounter in everyday life, but they can also be lethal weapons in the hands of a clearly weak individual. They can also be used in wars. If there are situations in which we are forced to use these lethal techniques, then those cases have to be unique exceptions. If we could live without using those techniques, then it's better to leave them unknown. So if that's the case, then you'll have to, I repeat, sir, the use of deadly force in my self-defense case was the correct answer. 3, 4, 5. Are you alright, Joe? Can you still fight? Yes, sir. Fight. From here on out, they'll try to murder each other. He got up with the last thread of energy, thread, I guess they both would fit, of energy that's left in him. I can't let him recover from my previous attack. Here comes my last chance. So Retsu runs up on him and lands several blows, or throws several blows. Yes, got him first. Got him here too. He's going down. He'll be done soon. Ooh, you thought he came back with a mean right. Oh my goodness, Joe's fighting back. He's not down for the count just yet. That one hit knocks the lights out of Retsu, then lands a mean punch to the abdomen. Ouch, I'm in danger. I'll jump to, ooh, he tries to jump. Mid-air, Frasier punches him in the gut, surely sending him flying. Okay, they didn't show that, they just kind of landed. Joe caught Retsu in mid-air. What is this? Joe has the Ozaru eyes. He's serious now. What kind of mental toughness is this? His body had received a great deal of damage. Is he kicking? So Retsu's starting to throw kicks. He missed completely. Oh, get out of here. He kicked this rope to propel himself back toward Joe and lands a mean punch on him. Crazy. Excellent hit. Joe came back though with a mean uppercut. This is it. The unleashed power of Smoking Joe. You finally found it. This is how it ends. We didn't stand a chance against the true Smoking. Whoa, the real Smoking Joe. Simply amazing. Look at this image. I bet this is some type of candy. He looks just like several people. Leave a comment below. Who is it standing next to Ali Sr.? This is enough. I was supposed to use this technique against a more experienced opponent. Well, without a doubt, now it's time. The seal has been broken. Chapter 240, One Finger Punch. I was supposed to use this technique against a more advanced opponent. I've got no choice. I have to use it now. The seal has been broken. Advance. So Retsu prepares himself. You see the finger sticking out of the glove. Advance. It's almost over. He lets... No. This is Retsu's glove because he has on white gloves. So Retsu covers his face with his left hand and punches Joe with the right hand. You see the finger protruding through the glove. Among humans, landing a severe impact with the finger to the region below the nasal septum where the nerves conjunct. It's one of the most painful weak points of the face and often ignored. But from all the critical attacks to the body, the one punch finger landed in this region can cause immediate loss of consciousness. Come on, Joe. This is not the time to go to sleep yet. Advance. Keep moving forward and don't look back. He's talking to himself, trying to get himself to move. Your dreams, your wishes, your future, those are always waiting in the road ahead of you. Joe smacks the pavement, not the pavement, the ring hits the ground. The crowd goes wild. Everybody's shocked. Look at his hands on his head. Like, what? This woman's like, oh my God. Retsu managed. One finger punch. Ding, ding, ding. The match is over. No way. Just no way. Retsu, you magical SOB. You won. You pulled it off. He jumps on him. He's hanging from him. Ali Sr. looks shocked. Whoever this is behind him looks shocked. The audience is speechless. How did he do it? You're great, Retsu. You finally made it. You knocked out a true heavyweight boxer. You can do anything. So now everybody believes in him. They've peeled him up off the ground. You see Coach hanging off of Retsu. Man, hey pal. I heard the voice of my father for the first time since he passed away. I had the chance to talk to him for a while, but when I came back, the fight was already over. Thanks for the favor. I've got to see him again because of you. Smoking Joe, wait, you're not the loser here. Because I couldn't keep up with you, I had to use a quick technique that had nothing to do with... Oh, so Retsu was about to grab Joe and tell him that when Soze reaches out and grabs Retsu's arm. He must have really grabbed this man's arm. First of all, Soze's hand should not look like Oliva's. And then for you to be screaming, squeezing the iron muscle that is Retsu's arm like this. Oh, that wasn't Soze. Who is this? It's the champ, Bolt. Bolt is here? Hey, Bolt. You're the man. My Asian friend. Hey, champion. Whoa, the champion. The champion came to congratulate Retsu. Hey champ, right here. So those are like probably like the press and whatnot hollering at him. What champ is supposed to be named Bolt? Come on, don't be rude. Stay and smile a little more for the fans. What an amazing grip power. I can't pull off my arm from him. This man is incredible. I'm not letting you go. Strong. I've been looking for you, Junichi. What will you do? Let them bully you? Fight them on the streets? Leave that task to the authorities, and you only concentrate on studying. So this must be the kid or the person that was just in the ring talking to his father. Knowledge is power. The pen is mightier than the sword. Hey you, I finally found you. Boss Hanayama always talks about you, an amazing man with only one leg. He said the man that can take your life will be received with a toast of his honor. If you think you're worthy of the honor, go face him and accept the outcome. I have no grudge against you, but I will take your life for honor. I have no interest in the words of Hanayama, but if you want to kill me, do as you must. So he must have switched artists, cause everything looks completely different. That's when I saw, if you excuse me, young man, the strange Chinese person was holding my pen in a serious fighting stance. The pen is mightier than the sword. Of course, that remark should not be taken literally. Obviously, I know that. But what was that? At that time, I certainly felt it. Is this courage? So Retsu actually used the pen as a weapon. The streets have changed since then. Can humans really change everything with knowledge? Thanks. Humans are amazing. Teacher, you were right. Pens are mightier than we thought. Now that symbol of strength and courage adorns the facade of my front desk. So this was a nice several chapters of Baki, son of Ogre. Retsu finally took down Joe Frasier, and we got the introduction of a new character as well as some small backstories. Apparently Retsu taught this kid something as a child and is still flourishing in this man's life today. Like, I'm assuming that the boxer that grabbed the Retsu was the kid that they just showed us. But either way, I enjoyed the fight between the two. I liked the way that they showed Retsu winning. He had to use a technique he wasn't ready to use just yet. Since he had to use that technique on such an early opponent, what is he going to use against someone even stronger? That's I don't know what's to come. Leave a comment below. Hit the thumbs up on this video. Please share with your fellow otaku. Check the link in the description for the next video. Also subscribe. Please hit that bell notification. The new upload schedule should be on the screen. But just in case anything different happens, if I decide to add an extra video for whatever reason, make sure you hit that bell notification so you are notified and don't miss anything. Please share with your fellow otaku. Let's try to continue growing the community. Again, hit that thumbs up. Check the link in the description as well as the playlist on the screen momentarily. If you're a new subscriber and would like to catch up, the playlist is available to you. Thanks for joining me for this video. I hope you'll join me next video. Hit that thumbs up. And